So I can't tell you how excited I am about today's show, in part because we're going to talk about some of my favorite things. We've got music, movies, wine, a box.
Anything you can think of, pretty much. Anything and everything is what we're covering today.
And Lucas!
And me. Unfortunately,
Your light
since
has been
I
taken away.
made a fuss about the lights,
You did make a fuss about the light.
got it all taken away. So now we have the interns
Right.
lighting me up with their phones.
You won't boast next show, huh? You won't
No,
boast.
I still will.
I know
still
you'll
will.
still
Yeah.
boast. You want to tell everybody hi, welcome into the show kind of thing?
Hello, everyone. Welcome in. It's great to see you again. You're the same black dot you were last time.
Look at Rob turning the camera, the light on you. What is it? See, Rob? No.
That's teamwork, man.
No. Spin it. Okay. Next time. Next time, Lucas.
You
Next
just took
time.
his little light.
So Wyatt Sherwin, everybody, you're back for a second time. Are you gunning for my job?
Hey, you know what? I might be, but all is fair in love and war. You know?
It is. And I'm Angie Wyatt. Thanks so much for joining us. I got to tell you, super duper excited. I interviewed Mitchell Tenpenny.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Really?
He's a guy I have tried again to get him in Nashville and never could get through. And that whole adage of if you know somebody, it's easier. So a little small radio station I worked with in Opp, Alabama came through for me. Yeah. And we rolled into Alabama and they had set it up. We got the interview.
I mean, it makes sense if he was like born there, but he's actually a Nashville native. And the fact that he came down to the Rattlesnake Rodeo shows just how big Opp is every year.
The Opp Rattlesnake Rodeo.
Oh, yeah.
Have you ever?
I remember it a little bit, but that was a long time ago.
Many years ago, yes. But super cool guy. His grandmother has a fascinating story. Talk about, starting, she was an administrative assistant. And I think she went all the way up to being a CEO or just really running Sony Records. So crazy story there. And actually signed a little known name, Taylor Swift. She signed her.
Who's that?
Exactly.
Said nobody.
And Brooks and Dunn, I believe. But anyway, he was great, just a down-home guy, raised in Nashville. You're right. So always been around music and really cool.
Sounds like he had his foot in the door. Born in the city of music. His grandma was an exec at Sony.
Exactly.
I mean, you kind of have to be an artist at that point.
And he's had great success. So we'll hear from him a little bit later on. Also, we've got to say a special thank you. We decided to go deeper south in our travels not very long ago. We went to St. Augustine, the oldest city in the nation.
I just saw that. I think it's 468 years old.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, you went out on a limb there.
Hey,
okay.
yeah, I'm trying to figure out the specifics.
Okay.
Yeah, they got everything from a haunted bed and breakfast to the Fountain of Youth. Actually, I bet
we stayed in the haunted bed and breakfast.
Did you go to the Fountain of Youth or no?
I did not make it to the Fountain of Youth. I mean, what are you implying here?
Nothing.
Okay. It's obvious I didn't make it to the Fountain of Youth, but we do want to say a special thank you. Barbara rolled out the red carpet for us from the St. Augustine Visitors Convention Center, and this has become my new thing. When you go into a city, make sure that you do a food tour. They're pretty much everywhere now. It's a great way to show off restaurants.
A food tour?
A food tour.
Like a scheduled food tour.
That's it, baby. You get in a golf cart and you go around. We visited several little restaurants and they'll give you just a small plate or a dessert or a mixologist will create something for you.
That's
It was
cool.
awesome. It was really great.
Wow, I've never heard of that. A food tour. Yeah. That's it's like a wine tour, except you just stuff your
food,
face.
Baby.
Yeah, that
and they
sounds
give you
good.
wine too, which is really great. But check that out. That is that particular wine and food tour was by the Tasting Tours.
Wait, won't you stay? I lose down to the sun goes down. When you're gone, I lose faith. I lose everything I have found. Heartstrings, violence. That's what I hear when you're by my side. Yeah, that's what I hear when you're by my side. And when we go, the music goes. I lose my rhythm, lose my soul. So hear me out before you say the night is over. I want you to know that we gotta carry
We've also got a really cool group on today from the Shawnee Hills Wine Trail. All of the wineries in Southern Illinois, they've won awards all across the country. They're going to be in with us today too. So, man, this show is just packed, right?
Yeah, it's just loaded down, man. It's
It
just,
is.
I mean, you got so much talent, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Mitchell Tenpenny's big, man.
He
That
is
is
big.
that is awesome that you were able to land that. And also at the same time, you got a very great winery coming on here. Not that I would know because I'm underage. But,
Are you? Okay, I
yeah.
thought you were 21.
Well, sometimes.
Sometimes. All right, and we've also got a great director in house. He's winning like these film festivals and stuff. I'm surprised we got him. Sam will be joining us a little bit later on. Sam, he goes by one name.
It's just Sam?
Sam.
Oh, well, I was waiting for
No,
the
it's
last name.
Salinas.
Oh,
Yes,
well,
Sam. Okay.
he must be big if he's on a first name basis.
That's right.
That's pretty cool.
That's right. Yes. So, really, guys, a lot of things coming up. So we got the kitchen covered. We've got music. We've got a great interview. They're going to talk about music. Imagine that. You think we got it covered, Lucas?
We got it covered.
We got it
It's like
covered.
a big tarp.
I don't think we have it covered yet, but we're
Oh,
all going to
okay.
be covered before the end of the show. It's called, Rob, you know we've always done What's in the Box? Yep. Now,
We're doing
Who's in the Box? That's coming up. So,
without any context, that sounds scary.
Who's in the Box? Stay right there. We'll be right back.
It was not only personally fulfilling, but being a musician has taken me so many interesting places.
Yeah, I write everything that I release. I'm a songwriter first. I'm born and raised in Nashville. I grew up in the songwriting community. My grandmother was a publisher growing up.
My son was a huge factor in my decision to quit. He came home from school one day talking about how every cigarette takes so many minutes off your life. And he's like, well, if you're smoking and dad's smoking, I'm just going to be by myself. And it was like a heart punch, you know, and I was like, okay, we've got to do something different. So that was kind of what pulled the trigger for me, just broke my heart. But I picked a day that was going to be my quit day. And it was my mom's birthday. I'm going to quit June 20th. I'll never pick up another cigarette again. And I haven't 6 years later.
For youth who use tobacco or e-cigarettes, we are promoting the My Life, My Quit program that's for ages 13 to 17.
We want to make sure that they don't start to become addicted to cigarettes or vaping.
We go into schools and do classroom presentations, or we do large assemblies like in the gyms to share information about how they can get help if they already have an addiction.
But really the thing is, we don't want our youth and young people to become addicted.
CRHPC, with 14 convenient locations across Southern Illinois, welcomes family practice physician Suzanne Burge. Dr. Burge will be seeing patients in our DuQuoin and Christopher locations. Get more information about any one of our clinics online at crhpc.org. Walk-ins are always welcome, and our in-house pharmacy delivers discounted prescriptions to all of our locations. CRHPC is available for your healthcare needs.
We want to help students when they come right out of high school. We want to get them through that 2 years and get them into a career or get them onto a transfer. But we're also here for the adults, like I was. You know, I always knew I wanted to have choices and do different things. I went to apprentice school, I went to lineman's school, and then having the education expanded on that. Come and visit us online, come visit us in person. I would always encourage people to check out the website and look at the events page and see what's happening and what's coming up.
Hi, I'm Alex again with All the Right Spaces. We do custom woodworking throughout the home. All of our products are made specifically for your space. They can really be made any way that you want them made so that they fit into your home. This accent wall that we did here, it was customized to fit this space. All of our products are made to last a lifetime, and we do guarantee them. We don't do anything that we don't believe in. So we want to make sure that it's right and it's right for you and you love it when we leave.
So if you've watched this spiel for any amount of time, you know that we really appreciate music, whether it's someone just starting their career or someone already on that big stage. And we have with us now two ladies who have actually dedicated a huge part, I'm going to say a huge part of your life, because anytime you step out in faith and try to do something for an area, it can be life-changing. So April and Kim, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for
And we're
having
going to
us.
talk about the Market Street Music Conservatory in Marion. Now, even down to the name, that was well thought out. Let's talk about that.
Yes, when we named the school, we went through all sorts of names, you know, whether we should call it academy or school or conservatory, and we landed on conservatory. We thought that that was appropriate, and we don't want it to feel like it has a an air about it.
Okay, too pretentious, right?
Exactly, and so it's for everyone.
Okay.
You know, it's all ages and abilities, and so. Yeah.
Wanting to make it accessible, we're talking about exceptional music and art and just that whole opportunity. I mean, I've seen it change lives, you know, whether it is, whether you're calling music art or vice versa. It really does have power in that way. Would you agree?
I definitely agree. I actually, personally, started piano at a young age, and the piano was not only just a positive way to spend my time at home practicing, that was before the days of Xbox, spent my day on the piano, and it was not only personally fulfilling, but being a musician has taken me so many interesting places.
Oh, yes.
And so many wonderful things and people that we've been allowed to meet. And so being able to spread that, not just to the kids, but starting with our toddlers, all the way up, we have adults now that have always wished they could have learned to play the piano. Or I had a lady that called the other day, she's in her 60s, and she said, I just always wanted to play the cello. And now she is.
Wow.
And so music has so much power to take you so many places.
It does. It does.
And then just personal fulfillment as well. And
Change
so
your mood,
it's
for sure.
wonderful to be able to share that power and instill that in our community.
So you decided you didn't want to tour globally and such, as you know, because you're a classical.
I'm classically
pianist, right?
trained,
Okay.
but you know, I always say I can mimic any style. So, but yes, but that's my roots. But my passion has always been to raise up the next generation of whether it be church musicians, but just good quality musicians in general, and giving them the foundation that they need to be a wonderful musician, and instill in them the discipline that it takes, and all of the workings that goes with that, you know, and so it's just it's so fulfilling.
Yeah, you talked about sitting down at the piano. I mean, let's be truthful here. A lot of kids are like, oh, mom's like, you know, go practice. You got to do this. But I have heard, and I don't know if this is true. So if you stuck with it and say you learned piano, can you play any instrument once you've learned to play the piano? I keep hearing that over and over. Is that one of the more complex ones?
That's probably true for a lot of me. I don't know if it's true for me, but you know, you are a musical person. You have this musicality about you. So yes, if you pick up another instrument, you might have the technical problems of learning a new instrument, but you have the musicality. You know how to shape a phrase. You know what to do with the black dots on the page. You know, so
yeah. And it was no accident that you guys chose Marion, Illinois, and it has become that place where people go and they seek out the arts. I mean, we've got the murals now, and it's just such a place of beauty. And on the square, was that intentional?
Yes, there's so much happening in Marion right now with the arts, and we're so thankful to be a part of that, and to have a hand in this as well. So it's an honor.
What do you want to see come out of the project?
Well, I would think mainly what she has said, but in a much more regional community. Music is such a positive way to come together. It is a positive way to express self. It is a not divisive, it's not judgmental, it's collaborative.
That's right.
It is community, it is uniting. So I would definitely want that for all ages, because music is everywhere. We tell the kids that will come in for field trips, if you think you're not into music, how many listen to music in their car?
That's right.
Everyone.
That's right.
Now we have Bluetooth, you can listen to it in your shower, because you don't want to miss it even while you're in the shower. And we also have, I tell them, try to picture watching a movie. without the music.
Oh, yeah.
The music tells us
100%.
Oh, this is a sweet moment, or the big bad man is coming. The music in the movie tells us what to feel and what to do, and it's such a positive way to express. So I would think each child that comes in, or adult, or now we have little toddlers. We start at age 15 months, and we see moms and dads and grandmas come in and experience music with their toddlers. That is amazing in itself. But we also do group classes. And so you're not just trying to train and practice. You're coming in now in a group of maybe 10 musicians. And so it is a social thing as well. It'd be a positive community place to hang out. It's just a place to come out, hang out, and jam. And you don't have to be great. You can do it for fun. Music for fun.
So I just always been songwriting, always love a hook. Country music, obviously, the way it tells a story.
Yes.
That's what country music is to me.
My name is Elizabeth Michaels, and I'm a registered dietitian nutritionist and certified diabetes education specialist here at Christopher Rural Health. I work with patients to set and achieve realistic health goals and to empower them to better manage their diabetes effectively. We work together to come up with an individualized treatment plan that facilitates better health and quality of life. I'm here to provide education, support, and resources for people with diabetes and their friends and families so that they can enjoy the best possible quality of life amidst a challenging but treatable disease.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 lung cancer. I've always had a goatee, and now I don't. And you lose a lot of things. You know, I didn't just lose my hair. Going through treatment, you can't be as active, and it's hard when you come home and, you know, Daddy, can you get on the floor and play with me today? And, you know, unfortunately, some days it's Daddy needs to go rest. I started smoking when I was 14 years old.
The Southern Illinois Tobacco Disparities Partnership is a 3-year grant through the Illinois Department of Public Health.
Southern Illinois has higher rates of tobacco use in the lower 16 counties, nearly double that of those throughout the state.
So the mission is to actually reduce those disparities that are associated with tobacco use as well as vaping.
Tobacco use is the leading cause of preventable death in Southern Illinois and actually in the U.S.
My name is Lee Eklund. I'm the Center Director for Malone's Early Learning Center. You got to have that love and passion, and being able to come here and see how rewarding it is to have a child learn how to tie their shoes or have a child learn how to stack blocks. It's so rewarding.
When I was at John A. Logan, it really gave me the mentality of we're coming in to teach the children, not to watch the children. And so it taught me the importance of engaging with them, becoming one with the classroom, and really having that involvement there.
Our goal is individual training, group training, but also just an awesome, our hashtag is 2 blocks from the clock.
Okay.
So you can always, when you need something to do, look up, see what's going on 2 blocks from the clock. It'd be a positive community place to hang out. It's just a place to come out, hang out, and jam. And you don't have to be great. You can do it for fun. Music for fun.
All ages and abilities.
For guys or girls, that's a good way to snag somebody. I mean, that's pretty romantic if you can play a song, you know, or you play an instrument.
That's true.
I mean, that can get the girl or the guy. No
Well,
doubt.
I told, we had a group of 4th graders came in just about a month ago. And I use this kind of analogy because we have a girl, she's not our student, but she's one of our acquaintances. She's 15 years old. She's playing all over the world. She's going to Austria and Germany, Spain. She's going everywhere. And she's classically trained guitarist. She does it in less than an hour a day.
Wow.
Less than an hour
But
a day.
it's just giving that little commitment every day.
And so I asked the kids, I said, how many of you think that you spend an hour on Facebook? How many think you might spend more than an hour on Xbox? So I said, just think about this. Instead of doing this, if you do this for an hour a day, and you get to the next level, you earn coins, you earn stars, you save the princess.
You don't have any experience
Now,
in
in my
this.
day, we saved the princess on
Right,
Mario
right.
Brothers, but
Right.
you do this for an hour. But what if you did this for an hour a day?
Very nice.
What if you did this for an hour a day? If Mama let you could do this for an hour a day.
Love that.
But what would
that.
you accomplish, and how far would it take you? Kids don't even think they don't even think about
They don't look
that
at the
they could do it.
possibilities.
They don't really
Absolutely.
cross their mind that I could really do that.
So where do you want this to go? What's the ultimate goal? And then tell everybody how to find out more information.
The ultimate goal is to include everybody and have everyone come along and enjoy this side of life and music and the art. And we have art classes. We have classes, like she said, from 15 months all the way to I think our oldest is 80 something. So
nice.
you know, we it's for all ages and abilities and backgrounds and so you know, start your child early because it's the foundation to everything.
Love
you know,
that.
we don't, like she said, we don't have not have music. We always
Right.
have music with everything that we do. It's a big part of our
Absolutely.
lives. So why not start, you know, then and have it be a part of your child's life? And
So you're online because people are going to want to know more. What's the best way to find you?
marketstreetmusic.org.
Okay.
And we have a Facebook page, an Instagram page.
Nice.
And you can look us up and follow us and share and
Great.
and come, and we have all kinds of things always happening. So
That's incredible. Well, congratulations. And, you know, you look at people and you're like, you know, your work is so important. So keep it up and
thank you.
kudos. Really
Thank you
good
so much.
job.
Thanks for having us
Absolutely.
today.
Yeah. And we'll be right back.
The Spiel, Market Street Music Conservatory, next one.
Well, we do have Mitchell Tenpenny here, and we're backstage, and it's so cool, especially when you come to my hometown, Alabama. You know, I knew from the first time I heard you that I liked you, but guess what I found out today?
Oh, well, what'd you find? Who?
We had the same birthday.
August
17th,
Are you kidding me? Let's
baby!
go.
Woo! Yes!
I don't have anybody else in my life I've ever shared that with that I know personally.
So we could be friends.
That's great.
Like,
Perfect.
it
We-
means
that-
you're so cool.
I know. That's where it works out.
I don't do this loosely. I've interviewed, you know, the greats, Charlie Daniels, Hank Jr. I love all those guys. Your song, That Truth About You, whatever, dude.
Thank
5 times in a row, I listened to that one night.
Oh, wow. Thank you.
And that's cool. That is awesome. And how do you do that? Like, are you writing those? Are you collaborating with those? Tell me about those stories.
Yeah, I write everything that I release. I'm a songwriter first. I'm born and raised in Nashville. I grew up in the songwriting community. My grandmother was a publisher growing up for Sony.
At Sony, just dropping that little name right
she
there.
signed everyone from like Brooks and Dunn to Taylor Swift. So I grew up around songwriters, and Ronnie Dunn's one of my favorite songwriters
He's
of all
awesome.
time.
Awesome.
And so I just always been songwriting. Always love a hook. Country music, obviously, the way it tells a story.
Yes.
That's what country music is to me. And so I guess I kind of bumped my head early with all that. And when I hear kind of a turn of phrase or something like that, it kind of inspires me to write more. And I knew when we kind of came up with, you know, you quit telling lies about me.
Oh, dude, I won't tell the truth about. I was like,
I know how to write this song right now.
that
Let's
was
go.
so good.
Thank you so much.
Talk about this crazy life. I mean, you know Nashville. You're there. You're in it. It's not an easy life, and that's what people don't realize. It's not an easy life.
It's
Talk
fun.
about that.
We're blessed. God is good, but
Amen.
it is it's tough. You know, I had one of my favorite songwriters ever. His name's Bobby Braddock. He wrote "He Stopped Loving Her Today" and, you know, a million songs, hits from back in the day. And he told me, Mitchell, you're going to be buried with your best songs. And that was fun. One of the first advice I got as a songwriter. So we write so much, hear no's so many times, and the ones that get out to the world are just a sliver of everything you do. So, you know, that is part of the life. It's like there's never enough time. There's never enough time for yourself, family, for your friends, for your band. You got to find time in pockets. You got to keep your life grounded. And there's a balance. You're figuring out as you get older, and as I'm getting older, I'm learning a little bit more than I did in my 20s. But
what is that going to be for you, though? What is that crescendo? What is that hill that you can rest on?
I think now it's family. You know, I got married. Okay. I got married about 1.5 years ago to the love of my life, and I think good Lord willing, we can have a family and start having some kids here soon. And I think that's the next transition for me, the next chapter, and seeing how to focus on the career and the family together.
Love that.
I think that's important. The most important thing to me in my point of life right now.
You just
And
shared
so
a
figuring
lot.
it out.
Yeah, you just shared a lot with your fans. What would be that other thing that perhaps you haven't shared that you want? Because this is the spiel, the show.
Oh,
So we
okay,
like
yeah,
to hear
yeah.
things that nobody else has ever heard
Yeah.
before. What do you want your fans to know about you that maybe they don't?
I'm very competitive. I love competing. I thought I was going to play football. That's what I did. So, played football all through high school, went to college. And when I started then, I was like, man, I really was falling more in love with playing out music every night. So I'm very competitive. I still have that edge. And
Cool.
My brother plays in my band. My younger brother, he's my bass player. And so it's good to have that family rivalry on the road a little bit.
Okay.
It's a lot of fun. It keeps me feeling younger as I get older.
Awesome.
For sure.
I love that. Well, we're going to let you go because I know you have a lot of
No,
fans out
thank
there.
you.
But before you go, in particular, because you brought her up, okay? You ready? Normally I do a Fab Five just about you, but this is going to be about your wife.
Sure. Okay.
All right? So when you tune in for this, wifey, did he get it right? Here we go.
Oh, no. All right.
Her favorite color.
Ooh, her favorite color. That's kind of tough. I'm going to go camo.
Okay.
That's not a color. But that is my favorite color is camo. That's for sure. Turquoise and camo. And we both share those interests.
Okay, all right. Then the other thing, favorite flower?
She likes sunflowers. She likes sunflowers. There's specific times. Roses are for specific times, but I think overall she's a sunflower girl.
Awesome. And then finally, what she would deem the most romantic time you've had thus far.
Oh man, I mean the wedding was nice.
The wedding was nice, but it was
with our
stressful.
friends,
Don't
but
lie.
yes, it was.
Yeah, it was
a little
really
bit.
stressful.
I would say when we we kind of fell in love in Key West. We knew each other, but we were doing a songwriter festival down there, and that's kind of where we met. And we did took her out on a date and just had our first real alone time where we kind of fell for each other at the same time. And
love that.
at least for me, that was one of them. And and then obviously when I got down on one knee, we said Losers Bar and Grill in Nashville, Tennessee, where we met. I set it all up with roses and everything, and did the whole thing, and got her family there.
You got it right.
It ended up working out. She said yes. So.
Good deal.
Hey y'all, I'm Mitchell Tenpenny, and you're watching The Spiel.
How many people does it take to put people into a box? Who's in the box? And so many different selections coming out of these wineries, but the one thing to note is we're talking about award-winning wines.
Specifically in adolescence, that addiction to nicotine, whether you're smoking cigarettes or using a vape, that addiction to nicotine can have a very harmful effect on a developing brain. Adolescents and even adults up into the early 20s, their brain is still developing. And so when we introduce a real addictive product like nicotine into that developing brain, it can have a big impact on how they develop. The addiction to nicotine that happens is a big problem, whether it's through a vape or through cigarettes.
As vehicles have evolved, so have our attitudes about safety. Seatbelts were a welcome addition, and fortunately, we found a way to protect our little ones as well. We added airbags and safety glass, and a long list of other safety features. But there's still something that doesn't come standard, and that's clean air. Only you can protect your passengers from the toxic chemicals in secondhand smoke. So thank you for keeping others safe by choosing not to smoke in your car.
Hi, I'm Bradley Griffith. I am the director of Logan Fitness. We have so many different things to offer as far as the fitness center, the aquatic center, our classes. It's just a really great place to be.
It's a very friendly community. Everyone's very kind and welcoming here.
Everyone who's here is striving to better themselves. That's something that really drives me, and it's just an enjoyable environment to be a part of. I encourage anyone who has never been to Logan Fitness to come and give it a try because I know that they won't be disappointed.
And this is Chillware, an exciting, innovative new product designed to keep your ready-to-serve food at either hot or cold temperatures. I went to a pool party potluck, so I told my friend I'll bring the potato salad. And I spent all day with an ice bath trying to keep the potato salad cold. Nobody ate the potato salad, and it was my potato salad, so of course it was fabulous. So as I'm trying to figure out how to keep it cold so people will eat it, and I thought to myself, well, they need a crock pot to keep stuff cold. And that's where the idea for Chillware was born.
How many people does it take to put people into a box? Who's in the box?
You should find
I love the feet.
somewhere private. I wanna know your name. Take you somewhere quiet. I see the aim in your eyes. There's no way that you can hide it. No.
Oh, nice.
Come take a stroll outside. Together we can survive it. Never know, never know, never know. Yeah, where we'll go, where we'll go, where we'll go. Oh, never know, never know, never know now. Yeah, we should find a place.
All right, Lucas.
Never
Come
know, never know, never know. Yeah, where we'll go, where we'll go, where we'll go. Oh, never know, never know, never know now. Yeah, we should find a place.
There's your photos. Okay.
Get out of my photo, Angie.
I'm getting out.
Sam, get out of my photo.
Never know, never know, never know now. Yeah, we should find a place. Yeah, we should find a place. And you'll never be the same again. Never know, never know, never know. Yeah, where we'll go, where we'll go.
Robbie getting in the box.
In the box. I'm in the box.
Yeah, we should find a place. Never know.
Oh, I could do like this.
Never know. Yeah, where we'll go, where we'll go, where we'll go.
This is where I live now.
Never know, never know now. Yeah, we should find a place.
Hey guys, welcome to the Spiel. Recently, we've had some really bad budget cuts. So here is my office now. Please, we need more sponsors because this is getting out of control. What if it rains?
I like it.
In the kitchen. Take one. Ow.
So I'm quite fond of this lady, Brandy Nance. Hi.
Hi.
She came at a moment's notice because we have so much to celebrate along the Shawnee Hills Wine Trail. And we thought, what a better time than today to explore all of these wonderful nectars of earth. How about
It's
that?
always a good day for wine.
It's always a good day for wine. So you guys do an amazing job. It's become a destination. There are so many different venues, and before it was just the wineries. Now we have lodging. Now we have restaurants. Just jump right in and tell people a little bit about what it is that you want them to know about Southern Illinois and the wine trail.
Well, I think we're growing, as you mentioned. We've got 12 wineries now. What started out as 3 wineries in 1995 has now grown to 12.
Oh, yeah.
Amazing wineries, all offering really great, unique experiences. And as we've continued to grow the trail, there are a number of lodging opportunities. The opportunities for outdoor adventure are just endless. You can zip line, you can hike, you can bike, you can horseback ride while you're here.
Probably not after having the wine, though.
Before.
Yeah, before you
Wine.
do that. Right.
After. Wine after.
You even have slogan, if you will. It's come for the wine, stay for the experience.
Absolutely, absolutely. There's just so much to do in the Shawnee Hills of Southern Illinois that people don't really realize it until
Right.
they're here. And once they start their journey, they just realize they need to add a day, 2, 3, or come back and just see, more of what we have to offer.
And have a designated driver. Right?
That
That's
does. It
important.
helps. There are transportation agencies that can help
There
you do
you
that.
go. So there are so many wineries and so many different selections coming out of these wineries. But the one thing to note is we're talking about award-winning wines.
We are. So all of our wineries send some of their wines off to different competitions. So we have double gold medal winners, we have Governor's Cup Awards, we have Best of Class. So our wines from this region especially are really showcasing very well. And we're making not only national but international, recognition for ourselves here in the Shawnee Hills.
It's so beautiful. It really is. If you have not experienced it, wherever you're watching from, just make it a vacation. It is a must experience, and there will be something for everyone, including the kiddos. So don't leave them out. Definitely bring them along. So we do appreciate that you're coming in to maybe dispel some of these myths about wine. Some people are like, oh, it's not enough. There's not enough fruity taste or whatever. There's something for everyone.
Absolutely.
And you've done a great job of bringing in things that you want to pair with it today. So let's talk about the selections and what you would recommend having with each.
Okay. So wine, oftentimes, people can be intimidated by wine. It seems, we've got diverse flavors and a lot of rich, complex history with wine, but it's also incredibly fun and really easy for anybody to just find something that they like. So what I've done is kind of paired some of our wine trail, favorites with some really easy to find foods in your kitchen. So
Very nice.
we can start out, we have Starview Vineyards Chardonnay right here. This is one that we pair with Chester's Puff Corn. So it doesn't have to be real big or intimidating, but the bright, crisp flavors of the wine paired with the buttery character of the
Is that what I
popcorn.
had as the Chardonnay?
That's what you have as
Okay.
the Chardonnay.
Very
It's
good.
an amazing, it just melts in your mouth. And then we have our Blue Sky Vineyard Rosé here, which
Hook me up,
this
sister.
is bright and fruity and really fun. And if you match this with white chocolate covered pretzels or even a fresh strawberry, it really matches that sweet and savory characteristic. So it's just a really fresh, bright pairing, and it's really fun. It's one of those things that, like, either one of these pairings, you can kick back, have a glass, have a little bowl of treats.
And I never would have ordered the rosé.
Yeah.
That's wonderful.
Yeah. No, it's really wonderful, and it's made with Chambourcin, which you can find Chambourcin from dry to rosé to sweet wines to port wines along the trail. It's really, really tasty.
Kudos.
All right. We don't compete with each other. A lot of times people say, why do you guys compete with each other? What's it like? And we work together.
Right.
So we work together to better our cellar practices, our vineyard practices, to make a better experience for our guests.
It was 3 months of pre-production, and that's like, wow. Yeah, it's like trying
That's
to...
not even the production, just the pre-production.
Right, it's like trying to find the aesthetic, it's trying to find make all these creative choices.
I do wish more people would understand the severity of their choice. I realize that it's a hard habit to quit. And so what I would tell people that if they're struggling with the addiction of cigarettes or vaping or whatever, and they want to quit but they just don't know how, that there is help out there. There's resources to look up. There's places to go to really help you kick the habit and be there for you and your loved ones and everyone that cares about you.
At CRHPC, we strive to meet the medical, dental, and pharmacy needs of patients. In addition to family medicine, pediatrics, and offering x-ray services at reduced costs, CRHPC treats patients needing dermatology, a colonoscopy, and those with questions about women's health. Need help managing diabetes and want to learn how to eat healthy? Or you're looking for a psychiatrist? We treat behavioral health needs. CRHPC is also a Suboxone provider. Come see us if you need help regulating testosterone levels. We can assist with weight loss, wound care, and treat joint pain. Find help at any one of our 14 locations throughout Southern Illinois, where walk-ins are always welcome. For more, visit crhpc.org.
Have you guys tried the brain freeze? No, brain freeze sounds disgusting. It sounds sour gummy worms. Oh, I love it. It's so good. You guys have to try it. What about dragon's blood? I feel like that'd be like a champion.
You just missed the tobacco industry's latest scam.
Have you guys tried the brain freeze?
Because you were supposed to.
Sour gummy worms. Yeah. Oh, I love it. It's so good. Do you want some?
Sure.
Hi, my name's Marlena Gentry, and I'm a nursing student at Shawnee Logan. I feel like it's more like a family. We really connect as students. We study together, we laugh together, we cry together, we get on each other. And then the teachers as well, they're just really easy to talk to, just helping you to grow. They want to give you everything you need to make it. Shawnee is good at just making sure that your needs are met, that they're giving you what you need to succeed, and they have so many different programs to help you do that.
So how many different winemakers, I mean, do you have these people who are looking to perfect that taste down on the trail? Who are some of your noted vintners there?
So all of them are noted for different reasons. And we have some up-and-comers, like Whitman Vineyards was just noted by the Illinois Grape Growers and Vintners Association as one of the most up-and-coming vintners in the area. We've had best-in-class winners, best in show winners. We've had Illinois Wine Alliance Grape Grower of the Year and Vintner of the Year. So we've got a lot of winemakers with a lot of accolades. And the beautiful part of it is we don't compete with each other. A lot of times people say, why do you guys compete with each other? What's it like? And we work together.
Right.
So we work together to better our cellar practices, our vineyard practices, to make a better experience for our guests.
Absolutely.
And, you know, as they say, a rising tide lifts all ships, and we just find that working together is the best way to promote our wineries, our individual businesses, and the area. So, I mean, we've got a lot of award-winning winemakers that really just work together to create the best possible wines.
They're friends.
They are.
They like to come over and have wine at the different establishments. And you know what I love about one in particular, Pomona Winery, they just went completely away from the grape.
Yes.
They make their wines with anything but grapes. So
Yes, you can have apple, blackcurrant, Kier, strawberry wine. Their strawberry port is amazing.
Oh, yeah. So what you've heard so far is, you know, when you have a treat at home and you've got some friends coming over, maybe a lighter, brighter wine for some of the sweets and some of the snack items. But then when you get into some of the heartier meals, the steaks, the pasta dishes, you may want to take a turn and go to those reds.
Yeah, so we have our Chamberson Reserve here from Feather Hills, which would pair really well with a pulled pork. Or we also even have dark chocolate covered blueberries.
Oh, yeah.
Which really are a great match for this. So you can go with a nice steak, you can go with barbecue with Chamberson. It lends itself well to a lot of different foods, but you can also kick back and just enjoy some dark chocolate covered blueberries if you're looking for something
Why do I feel like
savory
you've done
and
all this
sweet.
before with all these foods and wines?
I feel like if you're going to talk about the craft, you need to
a lot of research.
do
A lot of
research.
research.
A lot of research, yes. But yeah, wine and food is just really fun. It's exciting, and it doesn't have to be intimidating.
Yeah, it is. And you know, the other thing that you guys have done such a good job at is Southern Illinois has been noted for some pretty remarkable things, to include the eclipse, you know, a handful of times now, that totality. How important is it to make a specially labeled wine for that?
You know, we felt it's really important because we are right here at the crossroads. And so it's just important for us to make a wine that maybe you can enjoy, you know, years later and just go back and remember that experience. So maybe drink it next year on April 8th and see if it still brings back some of those memories that you had while you're here during your visit. So
I love that.
This eclipse is going to do a lot of things for our wineries here and our region. So we really just want to promote the best.
Southern Illinois, it's that hidden gem, it's that treasure that if you have not experienced it, trust me, make a weekend. I mean, I'd say a week. I mean, we have so much to get through here. And the other great thing is now I believe most of them are trying to offer you some food item or whatever when you're there. So
yeah.
Is that the case with
most of them? A lot of them do have some menus that you can choose from. Those that don't have menus do allow you to bring in picnic baskets. Always call ahead to check, or we have some great information on our website, which will let you know where you can and can't bring food. But we have a lot of food, and those that don't have menus have cheese and crackers and salami and things to choose from. So
and a blanket to go out on the lawn and enjoy the scenery. And wow, you have a good job.
I do. It's fun. It's fun.
What else did you want to point out, Brandy, that maybe I didn't ask you about?
Well, the wine trail, as I mentioned, it's growing. And so not only do all of our wineries offer unique experiences, but the wine trail as a whole puts on together wine trail wide events where all of our wineries participate. We have in the wintertime where it's slower, a little quieter, and you can get a better
personal service at the bar. We have our winter passport program.
Yes.
And then we have 3 wine and food pairing weekends that are all themed. Cheese Not a Solo Act,
Those
Midsummer
book
Picnic
up,
pairings.
right?
We do. We book up.
They sell out sometimes.
Yeah, and then Autumn Inspirations in November. So not only are you going to enjoy something different and unique at each winery, but the wine trail itself as a whole just is an experience that's unforgettable.
You guys do such a great job. And if you want to know more, there is a wonderful website if you want to fill people in, and definitely follow along on the social media platforms as well. What is that?
So you can go to ShawneeWineTrail.com to find more information about each of our wineries, up-to-date winery hours, where you can stay. You can find a lot of places to stay, and then other things to do as well.
That's awesome. We've just seen it grow.
It is.
And in such a beautiful way. So definitely check it out. I promise you, you won't be disappointed. And again, a special thanks to Prairie Farms, making it possible for us to spiel it in the kitchen once again. You are a rock star and I'm a fan.
Thank you.
I will forever be a fan. And we'll be right back. Hey, stay right there because Ronnie's going to come in. He's always showing off. He's going to show you how you can make a little serving tray on top of a wine glass. And
that works.
There it is.
A better way to pair your wine and food.
Okay. We'll see you in just a sec.
So if you're ever in a pinch, your friend calls you up and says they're coming over for the afternoon, maybe it's a nice summer day, you can do a quick little charcuterie topper. And it's just a quick way, elevate your wine experience. So what you can do, take some prosciutto, grab some olives. If you don't have olives, totally fine as well. And you just want to design it however you want. Don't really overthink it. Maybe pluck some grapes. We're not gonna pluck those. Arrange it like so. And what else? If you like cheese, quick cheese, break it up. Just for fun. Strawberries. And then I think today we'll do peach wine. Just like a Georgia peach. You're gonna put it on top and you're good to go. Your guests come, they have something to carry around and your wine as well. Wanna throw a little kid version in, they bring their kids. Cotton candy, throw some treats, make it healthy. Strawberries, raspberries, and enjoy your time.
Jeremy's obsession has been very successful, and we've even gone recently international. We got accepted into an Indian film festival, and I think that's really cool.
Our students are employed immediately. Sometimes they are employed before they get their associate's degree.
I have a position working in early childhood. Dr. Marilyn Tolliver, my professor, was able to really prepare me to be able to teach in a classroom as a lead teacher.
To see them interact and engage in what I'm teaching now is life-changing.
I'm not telling you.
Is he cute?
You're so annoying.
Is it the boy that always talks to you?
Maybe.
Him?
Yeah, I know.
Really?
He's not popular, but I like that.
You just missed the tobacco industry's latest scam. Because you were supposed to.
So mango-y. Yes, I
Oh my darling, oh my darling, oh my darling, Clementine. You are lost and gone forever. Dreadful sorry, Clementine.
Quit smoking today.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to a very special segment of the spiel. Kind of ominous in here, man. You feel the smoke?
I would say it's a little spooky.
Yeah, definitely. I'm here with behind the scenes cameraman slash camera dude, Sam Salinas. But I just found out that there's a lot more to you, man. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your directing journey?
Right. Well, I'm the writer, director, producer, and editor of my short film, Jeremy's Obsession. And that was a senior thesis my last year at SIU. And
turned into a lot more than that.
Oh, yeah.
Brought you home a couple awards, man. So can you kind of explain what goes into making a film like that?
It was 3 months of pre-production, and that's like,
wow.
Yeah, it's like trying
That's
to...
not even the production, just the pre-production.
Right, it's like trying to find the aesthetic, it's trying to make all these creative choices, and it's also trying to budget the film and figure out how to set up. We had to make an Indiegogo to finance the film.
What's an Indiegogo?
It's just like where people could donate to your movie, and then in return you give...
Like a Kickstarter.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's awesome, man. So what kind of sparked your passion like when you were younger? Because I feel like that's not like a decision you make like later in life. I feel like there has to be like some sort of, something inside of you like setting you up for it later on.
Right. Well, I've always liked movies when I was very little, and I didn't think I was going to make movies until high school, and that's when like I wanted to be a doctor in high school.
Wow.
I know. And
that's a 180.
Yeah,
that's a complete 180.
And I overloaded on classes and I was miserable. And then I came back to movies, and that's where it all started, you know, and I took my first film class in community college, and it's only gone up from there. Jeremy's Obsession has been very successful, and we've even gone recently international. We got accepted into an Indian film festival, and I think that's really cool. You know,
yeah.
I didn't expect Jeremy's Obsession to be as successful as it was, because for film festivals you usually want to hit like 10 minutes or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And Jeremy's Obsession is like 30 minutes long.
Wow.
So the fact that their success there is really making me happy.
Can you kind of explain like the story of like Jeremy's Obsession, like the plot of it?
Right, so Jeremy's Obsession is about a kid named Jeremy who's lost, he has no purpose, and then he finds a series of paper cranes, and in his mind he believes that these paper cranes are leading toward a creator who's gonna like give him his purpose. You know, the paper cranes are kind of giving Jeremy this drive and push, and the whole thing is about finding that greater purpose in life, you know, something to pull you forward.
It's a good message.
Well, I mean, like all my short films are parts of me, you know, they're things I feel, and they're things that I am going through. And when I made Jeremy's Obsession, or around the time I thought of the idea of Jeremy's Obsession, I was thinking like, what is the end game? You know, what makes you want to live? And finding like that passion was something that I realized, and Jeremy's Obsession kind of like sprouted out. Jeremy's Obsession couldn't have been done without everyone involved, and there are so many of people right here in the studio with us today. You know, Walker, our beloved Walker, helped score the film. We got Sean, one of our interns, who was the assistant director and did a fantastic job. Best assistant director out there. We have Ethan Grimm. He was a first assistant camera. So we got a lot of those rack focuses. We got a lot of him putting on the lenses and assembling the camera. And we got Johnny, who captured a lot of the BTS moments. So, you know, everyone that was part of the crew made Jeremy's Obsession what it is.
That's awesome,
and
man.
So thankful.
It's great, man, when you can come together with your friends and really make something that, you know, has a message, dude. That's awesome. So what are you thinking for like your future plans? Like, are you...
I'm not in any rush right now. I'm learning as much as I can in like a real world application. But in terms of my directing writing future, I'm in no rush. You know, like once the right thing comes, I'll jump on it and I'll tackle it with as much passion as I did with Jeremy's Obsession.
Well, it's like being an artist. You just like, you put out like a banger project, you know, you're like, oh, I don't want to come in and make something. Like you probably feel like the next one has to be like bigger. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, my co-producer, Jared Treese, he was also the cinematographer. He's handling a lot of the festivals right now.
So what's kind of, you know, your vision like moving forward?
Well, I plan on editing for the meanwhile. Editing is my bread and butter. Writing, I think I could start soon, and directing again. I'm not in any rush to start directing.
I got you. Yeah. So, well, I mean, that's good, man. You know, you're taking your time and you're putting out quality material.
If you want more updates about Jeremy's Obsession and the festival run that we're going through currently, and extra content like BTS, and we just finished a commentary. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on Facebook, and watch Jeremy's Obsession on YouTube.
Well,
It'll mean a lot.
Well, thank you for taking the time to sit down with us today, Sam.
Oh, perfect. Yeah.
We'll be right back.
Cut. This is the closes. Take one.
Look, this show has been all about culture. We've wined you. We've dined somewhat. We've given you some music. We've entertained you by just some frivolous play in a box. And we've given you Lucas.
No.
Okay, no.
We lost.
Sorry, go ahead.
We lost
Let us
once
know when
again.
you're done.
Oh, well, I'm done.
Lucas Winkler, everybody. That's what he listened every show. He demands, actually it's in his contract, that he gets so many minutes per every time the cameras are rolling.
Just such a talent, man. You know,
He is a talent.
Yeah, today, I mean, he got an upgrade too. He got to use a nightstand light.
Oh, yeah, okay, hold on, come back to me.
Okay, he has something else. Thank you
So-
for prompting that.
So luckily,
Man, I got him started.
I have someone on my side. His name is Rob.
Rob?
And Rob helped me steal this light.
All right, there's Rob.
From the
Did you
desk.
just stick your tongue out, Rob? That's weird.
Wait, you stole that light? They didn't even give it to you? You had to steal that?
No, I stole it.
Oh,
He
you
stole it.
stole it.
Rob stole
Okay.
it for me. Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to get out before we admit to thievery and all those other good things. But thank you so much. We thank Mitchell Tenpenny. He was amazing.
Very
I
talented.
am super pumped to learn that Sam is so talented. Sam, there's Sam right over there. Sam, come on out. Sam, come out and just say, this Sam, let me tell you, he's that guy you don't even know until you know. So Sam, you know what? You have earned the whatever we're going to call it.
Perfect.
That's for you, and this is for you. And so any award that you would be given, this is the highest that we can bestow unto you.
I'll take it.
I'll take it. Hey, here's to you, and here's to future successes. All right, as far as you go, we're going to toast with these, and then we'll get out.
Gotta count some wine?
No.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
What you got? You ready?
Yeah. Let me toast to the budget cuts. I think that was a smart idea. We're doing this out of a box. You know,
Oh, the budget cuts. Yes, here's to the budget
That was
cuts.
very smart. And
Okay.
also to Lucas.
Yeah, he's here on the budget cuts.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Okay.
perfect.
Anything else?
To getting Lucas a new light.
Okay.
There we go.
Until next time. See you guys.
Welcome to the Spiel.
Yeah, I was homeless for 19 years of my life. From when I was born until I was 11, and then when I was 18 until I was like around 20.
Do you have any good moments, favorite memories from it?
Yeah, my favorite memories were the rainy days, because then I would actually get to take a shower. So it's great. But then my house would get destroyed, and then I'd have to go find another one.
Got reinforcement here. So
Your house being cardboard box. You're about to graduate, right?
Yeah.
So this is kind of like getting familiar with living in boxes.
Yeah. I mean, I have some experience with it.
Hey, Wyatt?
I'm
go
not
first?
used to like that kind of box. I'm usually it's like bigger ones, so I guess.
All right, let's get it. Let's go.
You lived in a box. How would you decorate it?
I would start with plants, maybe some crystals and a snack. You need snacks.
I walked over there.
Are you Sean?
You know, like the thumbtacks, right? I would mount those, but like the pointy end outwards, so I had like a home defense system, you know, and then maybe a cheese plate.
Kind of like,
but a lot more cheese.
a lot
So much cheese. It barely fits in the box.
And then if other people try to get cheese, the box.
And then, yeah, exactly. It's like a reverse rat trap.